All right, folks, you can see this. Should be able to see it by now. I have to jump on here early because I did get an escape room booking tonight for zombie outbreak. So, duty calls. Let me just share this here real quick. I'll share it as Brian Hogue. And then I will, I'll do a quick pre-show, talk about the schedule, and of course about tomorrow night's episode, Jack's final episode. Or is it? Let's see. And I'll share it to a group here. Here we go. All right. 1S Bond says hello. Kevin says good evening. Hey, Kevin. Good evening. All right, so 6:14. I got a little bit of time before I leave. It's quite a travel, quite a drive to where I'm going to for the escape room. So I can't be on here too long. Kevin says, I suppose this is the final pre-show as well. No, I'm not. I don't believe it is. I'm sure Stream TV will still be playing the show for a while. I don't think the show's going to just stop Saturday night. The only problem with that is my questionable availability on Saturday nights anymore. So, like tomorrow night, I won't be able to be there, and like tonight, I had planned on doing an 8 o'clock show, but I have a booking, which means I got to leave here at least about an hour before that. So, you know, 1S Bond or Sean Bond says, drive safe. Well, thank you. Thank you very much. All right, well, let me just get the opening here, and we'll start it out like a regular pre-show. I mean, it is. It's a pre-show. All right, so here we go. Hey everybody, this is Brian Hogue. Welcome to this. It's unusual that it's on a Friday night, but this is really the only way I can do this. Tom says short one tonight, huh? I don't know. I think so, but as long as I leave by 7, so kind of gives you an idea. Unless I get another booking before then, I don't think I will. I don't see that happening. One Sean Bond says, awesome, cheers. Thank you. John Soda says, looks like this weekend is going off with a big event. This is Crozak the Grand. My human counterpart is checking my weasels for tomorrow night. And this is a special Chiller Night pre-show. And now here's Brian Hogue. Well, thank you. Thank you, Crozak the Grand. Scott's there giving the dark hearts. Thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Deborah says, good evening, Chiller Thrillers. Good evening, Brian. Well, thank you, Deborah. Thanks for joining me. Us, I should say. One Sean Bond. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you. I dropped a bit of news earlier this week. I guess I did not want to make a big production out of like the final episode. I didn't want to, and honestly, it's because I didn't have time to. And so I just thought, well, you know, I think this is the best way to do this, is to just do the way I'm doing it right now. And I think you'll see at the way. I guess I'll there's a little splinter of a spoiler in there. The show will end, but it ends with a little bit of wiggle room. Jack kind of says, never say never, and I say that because my scheduling right now is just so crazy, and even to get this last show done, or even whether it was the last show or just a show, was really just insane with me trying to get it done, and I don't have that kind of time right now, and I won't again for a while. So rather than just doing the Brian standing in thing, I wanted the show. I, the show is Jack Shadow. I didn't mind coming in and doing the guest hosting, but it started with Jack, and it needs to end with Jack. Now, does that mean it's the absolute last Chiller Night Theater? I could have reunion shows, I could have Halloween specials, I could have special events, that type of thing. But as far as a regular running Saturday night thing, and I didn't want to do. It wasn't something like. It wasn't an easy decision at all because I love the show, I love doing it, but I'm getting overwhelmed. And I appreciate everyone's very kind, words and support. Popsicle Ocean says, "Hello, guys and ghouls." Hey, Popsicle Ocean. Let's see. Tom says, "Jack is like Hollywood, always room for a sequel." Yeah, always room for a sequel. That is true. Now, as far as the pre-show, like I said, I don't plan on stopping the pre-show because I don't think, and I didn't have a lot of time for conversation with Luke from Stream TV. I did talk to him about this Monday, and when I had realized that I just simply don't have time. I mean, you can see tonight, I planned on doing a pre-show at 8 o'clock, and I'm getting bookings, and I can't turn down bookings. Not necessarily, for the money. Obviously, I'm in a business, so I want to make money. But it's when you're starting up something new like this, I gotta grab them. I gotta grab them, especially the Halloween weekend. I call it the Halloween weekend. The weekend before Halloween. So, I can't justify not going in. And tomorrow night, I've got some bookings there throughout the evening, and I won't get done. My last one is at 9:30. I have one at 8. I have 6, 8, 9:30. I won't get out of there till after 10:30 tomorrow night. So, let's see. Lynette Gaskin says, "Hello. May you all have a wonderful, frightful Halloween next Monday." Well, thank you. You too. Thank you. So, what I will say is this: I'm sure Stream TV is going to be playing the show. It's not uncommon. In fact, it's pretty common to play repeats. So I mean, just because Jack is taking his retirement finally, that's I'll do the pre-show if I can, as long as I can still do it. But again, my availability is in question, and that's the only thing. And I hate to do that because I felt sick about the decision in a way, but I know I have to do it this way. And I couldn't say, "Oh, I want to make this a grand last event and put in scenes from earlier years and all that stuff." I simply didn't have time. I sat here, I taped the episode Tuesday night. I was on here editing from after work. I sit here all day when the days that I work from home. And then I'm editing until like 9 o'clock at night. And then this morning before work, I actually got up hours earlier and edited the show. I mean, I put so much time into each episode, and I really don't. I don't know that if it comes across that way. I hope it does, but I put so much time into that. And honestly, I'm going to say something, and maybe I'm a bit guarded in how I say it because I don't want it to come out wrong. But I cannot continue to do the show for free anymore, to be quite honest, because and I'll tell you why. And it's not just about the money, or I wouldn't have been doing it for 14 years for free, and other than an occasional sponsorship here and there. But if I put time into the show, I'm taking away time to grow the business that I'm starting right now. And I have found that to be the case. I didn't want it to be the case, but I have found that to be the case. So Kevin says, I for one appreciate your time and efforts. It has been an enjoyable experience for me. Thank you very much. Uh, so it's ending, but I don't want it to feel like Jack's going. Oh, I mean, Jack is. Here's what's happening. Jack will be returning as the figurehead to my haunted attraction. So, and I will say more about that. I really didn't want to announce it because I didn't want to post anything because with this being October and the haunted house season, I didn't want anybody to be misdirected or misguided into thinking that this is happening this month. So I actually wanted to wait until after the haunted house season before saying anything about it. But yeah, there will be a haunted attraction as long as the mall doesn't get sold and I'm still in that store. That's my plan. Is a permanent haunted attraction with Jack Shadows as the figurehead. It'll be Jack Shadows, and then the name of it, which will be announced here soon because I've revised it a little bit. But let me put up the schedule for tomorrow night. Now, let's see. Tomorrow night, you see there, Saturday, October 29th on Stream TV. You can watch that at streammedia.tv, streammedia.tv at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. The Ghost, starring Barbara Steele. Yes, we picked a good one to go out on, I think. And 10:50, Silent Night, Bloody Night. And then at 12:40 in the morning for you night owls, The Dying Monster. And then at 1:55, Scared to Death. So there you have it. And you can see my website there. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, give it a visit. Give it a few minutes of your time if you get a chance. But there is the schedule. The Ghost. All right. So, and again, I will do the pre-shows, I'm sure, for a while longer, depending on my availability, and that could change. Just like tonight, you saw it tonight. I was planning on 8 o'clock, and I gotta change that. So I don't know what to do about that. I just don't know what to do about that. So maybe after the dust settles a little bit, maybe. I'll tell you what I would do. I would consider bringing the show back, Jack Shadow back, but it would have to be somebody approaching me, a sponsor approaching me at this, because I, quite frankly, am wore out. I am wore out from doing the phone calls, the emails, the legwork, contacting sponsors. Now one sponsor, and by golly, I'm going to put that logo up here because a sponsor that has given me a lot of well, first is Vicelli Pizza and Butler. David Long, if you're watching, or if you catch this later at a later time, thank you. And I actually got away from even asking for that sponsorship because of the issues I was having, where the show would occasionally get bumped, and so I didn't want to have a sponsor with that going on in a live show. So just to prevent that, that's what I did. But if a sponsor approached me about it, because here's what happened. I just I'm working on these episodes. It got so overwhelming, and I had always hoped, and for that to pay off. And it just never did, to be quite honest with you. It just never did. So if I could find a way to make that worth my time, and I don't mean to, again, if it's sounding like it is a all about the money, then where have you been for the last 14 years? I've been here, you know. So don't misunderstand me. It isn't, but right now it has become an issue for me because my time is so limited and my time is a lot more valuable to me, you know, literally because I have to put it into and invest it into the business that I'm trying to cultivate and grow. So I can't take time away from that unless it's I've got some kind of return or compensation for that. So and I simply can't do the Jack Shadow character unless there's something to that anymore because it's just it's a lot. There's a lot to it. And I don't want to lower the standard for that character. I like there to be, you know, I wouldn't want to come on and improvise, just do the show improvising as Jack Shadow, because that's not Jack Shadow. Jack Shadow is, I have a certain standard for that character. If I come on as Brian Hogue and talk like I do here, that's to be expected. That was just to keep the show going, but that's not the show. You know, the show is Jack Shadow, and the show is expected by me to be at a certain standard. I like to keep it there, or at least let it go out that way. You know, that's why I don't want to take over the show as Brian, and never did want to have that happen. Craig says hi. Hey, Craig, thanks for joining us. Joe Expo says, we love Barbara Steele. We love Mario Bava. Yeah, Jack does talk about Mario Bava in the movie. He was, you know, of course, a cinematographer for that movie. But we played some of Mario's stuff right on here. I know right off the top of my head, Kill Baby Kill. Deborah says, this has been the best. I am sad, but I understand. I hope your escape room is a huge success. You have put your heart and soul into Jack Shadow and ChillerNight. I have appreciated it. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. And I know that you were a fan of Chilly Billy and of Chiller Theater out of Pittsburgh, as was I. Of course, that was the inspiration. And that's why, you know, me and my well into my 50s, I'm still dressing up as a skeleton character. So yes, I appreciate that. Yes, I have put a lot into it, and I'm glad it shows. So Joe Expo says, I feel you. You're breaking up with me, aren't you? Yeah, it's not you, it's me. One Sean Blood says, appreciate all you have done. Thanks so much. Cheers. Thank you. Troy, hey, there's my brother in Florida. Troy says, but is Jack Shadow really retired? Seems more like when someone dies in comics. You never know when the story needs them back. You never know. It's like, how many times has Ric Flair retired from wrestling? You know, yeah. I would say, Tom says, Troy, hey, you were, I love that video of the boat, by the way, that you guys got going on there. That is so cool, that Fisher boat. I have to share that on my page so people know what I'm talking about. That is impressive. Tom says, so what is the core business of ChillerNight, the escape room? The core business of ChillerNight right now, well, it is the horror theme. So as you go, it will be the escape room, the escape rooms, because I have another one I'm making, and then there will be the haunted attraction that will be under the umbrella of ChillerNight. So that is ChillerNight, and the set. You'd have to see the store, but there's a big section. It's like 6 windows. I have a big store. And what I'm going to do is put the set for ChillerNight Theater up as a display with a Jack Shadow on the big chair and on a throne. And I'm going to have that so when people walk by, they can look through the window, see that, see the escape room, see the counter. So it's going to look pretty cool. And I'm going to have some stuff propped up there, some displays where you can read about the show, read about the character, and that type of thing. So, and, you know, if Jack ever needs to come back for some reason, you know, that won't be all that, shouldn't be, you know, impossible to do. Choices. Appreciate all you have done over the years. Thank you. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. Yeah. I know, 14 years. 14 years. Joe Express says the Crypt Keeper may go away but never dies. That's true. True. But you know, and I wanted to do it this way because first of all, I don't like long drawn out goodbyes. You know, because first of all, the goodbye thing sounds so uh, permanent. It doesn't. I don't mean for this to be somber in any way, shape, or form. It's not that way. It's just simply I don't have time to keep up with it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing. Uh, like I said, I could do possible reunion shows or Halloween episodes, that type of thing. I can see that happening. Now that's I can see, you know, a return for ChillerNight Theater, you know, special episodes and things like that. But I didn't want. I simply I would have to, you know, if the conditions are right, I can see me coming back as Jack Shadow, but I'd have to get paid. To be honest with you, I would have to get paid because it's just too much. It's just too much. And a love and passion for something will take you so far, maybe 14 years, and then at some point, you know, it's just too much. It's just too much. So, and I would want a crew. I'm tired, and I mean that literally. I'm just tired. I'm tired of my eyes are wore out with the constant editing and so I would want compensation. I would want a crew, you know, and I'm not saying it would never come back. I don't see that stuff happening because I don't see a sponsor saying, oh yeah, well, we'd like to come in and make this happen. I don't see that because that would have happened already. Um, but um, but I'm, you know, it's tough to do this stuff by myself. It is very tough to do it on my own, and I've been. It just I don't know what more to say. Kind of hate hitting the point home there, but it really is. It was just tough to keep up, especially now with what I have going on. So. Um, let's see, but I will have to leave in probably about 10 minutes. So I'll stay on here for a little bit more. I don't intend for this to be the last pre-show. Never did. I didn't want to. I never expected like tomorrow night to be it either, as far as like the pre-show, that type of thing. You know, and again, I can't. I don't want to speak on Luke's behalf from Stream TV, but I did tell him Monday. I mean, feel free to play the reruns as much as you want. I mean, as long as people are watching. I don't have those numbers. In fact, I've had them in the past, but I don't know what they are now. But with all the feedback I was getting off of Facebook, I was actually kind of surprised. I really didn't know I still had that many viewers. Um, so we should have done this a while ago. It would have been a morale lifter, you know, a little pick me up. Joe Expo says it's Halloween. It's a joyous time. Your shows are still here. Yes, thank you. And tomorrow night's show, I will make sure it's uploaded onto YouTube. So unless YouTube kicks it to the curb, uh, but I will put it on YouTube so you can check out if you happen to miss the show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. I know there's a lot of Halloween parties or people are going out to haunted houses and stuff. You know, I don't know how many people are going to sit home on a Saturday night in October, you know, especially the last Saturday in October to watch a TV program, or streaming. But I will also make sure that I have it on YouTube. So if you don't check it out tomorrow, you don't get a chance, it'll be on YouTube. So, all right. I think that's about it for now. I'll put the schedule up one more time here. At 9 o'clock, this is it, folks. Jack Shadow's last episode, The Ghost. 10:50, the movie is Silent Night, Bloody Night. At 12:40 in the morning, The Undying Monster. And at 1:55, the movie is Scared to Death. So there it is, 4 episodes of Chiller Night Theater playing tomorrow night, October 29th. And you can go there by you can watch by, you can see that in your upper right-hand corner at streammedia.tv, streammedia.tv. So, but there you go. And this wasn't something I had planned. Like, I just, I got overwhelmed here recently. I've been getting overwhelmed this month, and I just it was really I've been kind of flip-flopping the idea around in my head. And Monday night, it really hit me Brian, you're gonna have to do this. You're gonna have to do this. It wasn't something that I just eagerly, jumped into the idea. It wasn't like that at all. But I know that I have to do it. I just preserve my sanity, and I just can't keep up with it. And I don't want the quality to drop. Which is, so I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was my final, and when I say final, is it really? Is Jack Shadow really never going to host another movie? I find that unlikely. But as far as me continuing this show, as a Saturday night, every Saturday night, I don't see that happening. I could see him coming back to do specials here and there, Halloween episodes. I can see that, but I guess that's what I'm telling you. So, John says, until next time, have a happy Halloween and stay chilled and keep thrilled. That's right. I won't see you guys again probably before Halloween, unless I jump on here for something else in the meantime. But yeah, have a happy Halloween. Hope you get a chance to check out Jack's episode there. And Joe Expo says, so long, Jack, for now. All right, I like the for now part. I'm a little comfortable with that. Let's see. Brian Yeager says, happy Halloween, boss. Hey, Brian. Happy Halloween to you as well, Lumberjack LaRue. Hope you are doing well. All right, folks, I am going to have to wrap this up because I got to get to the escape room to put some poor, unfortunate victims. I mean, guess through the zombie outbreak tonight to the my zombie themed escape room. So, all right, folks. I appreciate. Brian says, I live in Iowa now. Enjoy the escape room. I did not know that. I didn't know that, Brian. Wow. Well, and I hope you're enjoying Iowa. No, I had no idea. Well, I hope all is well. That's great. All right. That's cool. Kevin says, it's like Jack has died, and all that's left is his skeletal remains. Oh, wait. That's him. That's right. That's right. See, it doesn't faze him. It doesn't faze him. Well, I just want to thank you guys for all the years even since I've, started the pre-show and with Stream TV's collaboration. That's where a lot of you online viewers have come from, is that the most recent version or reboot of the show. So I want to thank you guys for, and if you're watching and you've been with me from the beginning, some of you, if you lived in, perhaps in this area and you used to watch it on your local TV channel, I just appreciate all the views, all the support, and everything everybody has given and expressed to me over the years. I very much appreciate that. And, um, you know, it's not like, hey, it's not like I'm moving to Iowa, you know. That's cool, Brian. No, I'm still around. I'm still here. So uh, I'm not disappearing. So I didn't want this to be long and drawn out. So for just this reason, because it seems like such a final thing, and it's wasn't really wasn't really going for that mood. Kevin says, thanks, Brian. It's been great. Well, thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. All right. Well, folks, Troy says, but you could come to Florida. I could go to Florida. I don't know. You never know. Like Jack says tomorrow at the end when he's giving his final farewell, like Jack says, never say never. So, all right, folks. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. And have a happy Halloween. And I'll see you later.